When Cole died, I'm not gonna lie. That's when I realized this movie was different because it didn't feel like a movie anymore. It felt like real life. And I think that's why some people don't like Mortal Kombat 2. But it's also the exact reason why I think it worked. Because for the first time, this didn't feel like a story where you knew who was going to survive. This felt like war. And in war, people don't get plot armor. In real life, people don't get plot armor. You can be the biggest, baddest boss that this world has seen thus far. And then somebody could take you out from a distance just like that. No plot armor. So I'll tell you this much. When Cole died, it wasn't dramatic. It wasn't stretched out. He was just gone. And that's what made it hit. Just like that, he was gone. When I saw him get terminated by Shao Kahn, it was just mind blowing. I'm like, wow, he's really gone. Mind you, this is war. They're fighting for their planet. Both of the sides are fighting good versus evil. This is war. War. I loved it, every bit of it. That's what makes it real. Now, in most movies, you can tell who's safe. Like Mortal Kombat 1 that came out in 2021, the main character survives. We know who was safe. We kind of knew what was going to happen or what to expect. The important people made it through. But in this movie, that didn't exist. Everyone was at risk. You had Jax dying. You had Liu Kang forced to take out Kung Lao. You had Raiden almost going down. Sonya almost dying. Not once, but twice. Then you had your boy, the chosen one, Liu Kang. You seen him get almost swept on up out of here. Or whatever the case is. At no point did it feel like anyone was protected. And I want to scratch this again. Liu Kang himself was taken out just like that. Nobody was safe in this movie. Now, why people don't like it? I think that's where the disconnect comes in at. Right there. Because a lot of people didn't expect that. They expected structure. They expected buildup. They expected emotional protection. But this movie didn't give you that. Because this wasn't trying to make you feel like it was a movie. They wanted it to feel real, like real life. People don't get perfect endings in real life. You can go to work and get hit by a bus tomorrow. People don't get long goodbyes. When people leave up here and they're deceased, it just happens. It's nothing anybody plans for. It just happened. I'm making this video today. You guys can be enjoying it and leaving a comment tonight, and I can be sent to the upper room tomorrow. That's just the way it works. I don't have plot armor. Neither does you or anyone in this show. We just go. Now, I want to connect to the story really quick. And when you remember, Earthrealm already lost 9 times, which was mentioned in this film. That makes even more sense why it's war. Remember, 9 times they have lost. This is their first real opportunity at war. You cannot expect these new beginners to be full-blooded soldiers coming out the gate. So I expected this movie to go exactly how it went to a certain degree. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful disaster. When I say disaster, I mean that in the best way possible because they were already on edge. Their entire existence is up for the grabs, up for the takings. They were already losing. So of course it felt chaotic. It felt like a disaster. It needed to felt like that. Of course it felt unpredictable. That's the situation they were in. Now I'm going to tell you why this made the movie better. Because for me, every fight mattered. Every moment felt dangerous. You couldn't relax and say, yeah, they're going to be fine. You just couldn't do that. Every fight, I was on the edge of my seat, like, oh my God, watch out for that blade. Watch out for that flame. Watch out for those shards by Baraka. Everything felt real. It felt near deathish, if that makes any sense to you at all. This story wasn't about winning, it was about surviving. Now, if I compare this to the first movie, you kind of knew who was safe, as I mentioned before. But here, anybody could get it. anybody can go. And that changes how you watch the movie. Mortal Kombat 2 didn't feel messy, it felt unpredictable. And that unpredictability is what made it feel real. And I get why some people don't like that. But for me, that's exactly why it worked. Because for the first time, Mortal Kombat didn't feel like a game. It didn't feel like something that was rushed together to generate money. It felt like a fleshed out universe. And I look forward to seeing everything that comes from Mortal Kombat moving forward. I do want to do an honorable mention about your boy Ed Boon being in the movie as well. I'm going to touch on that in a different video. We have a lot of content to get through this week, so you better stay tuned in. And I'm going to be breaking this down from characters to story decisions to what this means for Mortal Kombat moving forward. So the best thing for you to do is to smash that subscribe button and turn on post notifications and stay tuned, because when I tell you this universe is fleshing itself out so good, so quickly, it's going to knock a lot of other universes out the park. I am already seeing the future for spin-offs, for television shows, for more character development, for more fleshed out lore, everything across the board. There were a lot of callbacks to the video game. Some of Mortal Kombat 11 callbacks were there. So many things happened. I personally give this movie a 9 out of 10. The reason I say I give it a 9 out of 10 is because it wasn't long enough. I wanted it to be just a little bit longer. That's how much I was enjoying myself watching this movie. So, for those of you that have not seen this movie yet, I strongly advise you to do so if you have not seen it. If you have seen it, I want you to leave your comments below this video and let me know, how did this movie make you feel? Did it feel like a universe? Did it feel like it was rushed? Did it feel disconnectful? Did you feel like a casual viewer, or did you feel like a hardcore viewer? Those are some questions that you can answer so that we can keep this conversation moving forward. Cole Young did such a great job in his role. He did his part in this war of protecting Earthrealm. Now, he had an entire movie dang near to himself in Mortal Kombat 1, but in 2, he finished his arc by protecting his family, protecting his realm, protecting his team. He went up against the big boss, Shao Kahn. General Khan is who he went up against. And he did put up somewhat of a fight, but of course, you'll never win when you're going up against the final boss character. So again, I felt like they fleshed this arc out really good, and they allowed more room and more space for other people to breathe going forward. Now, I am going to say this is not the last that we've seen of Cole Young. Expect to see Cole Young in the next Mortal Kombat 3 movie or in possible video games. I'm willing to bet the 20 cent that I have in my pocket on that. But again, fantastic movie, 9 out of 10. Truly enjoyed it. I want to know what you think.